Welcome to Frankenstein Castle, perched atop a hill in the Odenwald forest of southern Germany, a place where shadows whisper, legends linger, and the line between myth and reality begins to blur. Today, we venture into a realm of witches, monsters, and dragons, all woven into the haunting tapestry of this storied ruin. Frankenstein Castle dates back to the 13th century. Its name, Frankenstein, derives from the German words Frank, or perhaps a Frankish tribe, and Stein, stone. Over the centuries, this fortress watched over the rolling hills and dense forest, silent witness to times of war, intrigue, and superstition. Yet what truly gives Frankenstein its mystique are the stories that surround it. Tales of alchemists, grave robbers, witches, gatherings, and monsters roam through local folklore, casting an otherworldly aura over the ruins even today. Perhaps the castle's most infamous inhabitant was Johann Conrad Dippel, born at Frankenstein Castle in 1673. Dippel was an alchemist, a controversial anatomist, and a man whose rumored experiments blurred the lines between life and death. Legend says he dabbled in elixirs of life, created a distillate known as Dippel's oil, made from animal and human parts, and traded in forbidden knowledge. Some accounts claim he exhumed bodies from nearby cemeteries to experiment on, stirring public outrage and dark rumors. Some local stories suggest Dippel attempted to animate a creature using lightning, inspiring elements of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. While there is no firm proof, the legends persist and the castle's unsettling reputation has only grown with them. Beyond the castle lies Ilbesberg, an area of peculiar rock formations known for their strange magnetic properties. Legend holds that these stones were enchanted by witches to exert magnetic influence and echo of occult practices in the region. In folklore, locals tell of Walpurgis night gatherings on the first full moon after April 30th, when witches would journey to the castle or its surroundings. Some were said to seek youth by drinking from a mythical spring near the castle. Whether these gatherings ever truly happened is unverified, but they contributed to a mystique that cloaks the castle in shadow. Thus, Frankenstein is not just associated with mad science but also the darker arts, folk magic, and whispered rituals. One of the most gripping legends tied to Frankenstein is that of Lord George and the dragon, or Lindworm. According to local lore, the dragon terrorized nearby villages, emerging at night to prey upon livestock and even children. Enter George von Frankenstein, a knight enamored of a maiden in the village. When her life was at stake by the dragon's fury, George sprang into action. He confronted the beast near the castle's well in a duel. After hours of agonizing combat, he delivered the killing blow. But the dragon's tail lashed backward, injecting Georg with fatal venom. He died 3 days later, but his legacy as Dragonslayer lives on. A gravestone in Niederbierbach is said to mark his passing 1531, a tangible memorial to myth. This legend blends heroism, tragedy, and the monstrous, making the castle's lore richer for the telling. From ghost stories to modern haunted attractions, Frankenstein Castle has become a focal point for myths of monsters. In recent decades, the castle has been repurposed into one of Germany's most dramatic Halloween venues. Every year, thousands gather for monstrous performances, scares, theatrical sets, and costumed horrors. Its haunted allure plays into the legends of Dippel's experiments, witches, covens, spectral presences, and the lurking shadow of that dragon myth. Tales of vampires, werewolves, specters, and alchemical abominations swirl around the castle's reputations, some exaggerated, others seeded in local oral tradition. While many of these stories cannot be verified, they reflect humanity's timeless desire to animate the unknown. What gives Frankenstein Castle its enduring fascination is not merely the crumbling stones, but the way history, folklore, and horror intersect in one place. It invites us to ponder, where does myth begin and fact end? How did a remote ruin become a stage for dark fantasies? Why are we drawn to witches, monsters, and dragons across centuries? Whether you believe in witches' gatherings, alchemical revivals, or dragon battles, Frankenstein Castle stands as a monument to the imaginative power of fear. Thank you for journeying with me into this haunted stronghold of legends. If you enjoy these tales from history's darker corners, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our next exploration. Until next time, watch the shadows, question the stories, and dare to imagine what monsters may still slumber in the night. As always, thanks for watching.